I'm still alive, and today we're doing an undercover operation. As I said yesterday, I work for Medieval Times Dinner and Tournament, and despite the free tickets I've gotten, I've never actually gone to my home castle. But today, that will change. So I told myself from the beginning that I would only buy a sword if I left the castle or became one of the characters in the show. And one of those things didn't happen, and now it's my final week. However, me being me, I don't just want to go to the tournament normally and buy a sword. That would just be too simple. I have not told anyone at the castle I'm coming, and I'm going to wear this helmet to cover my face. Guests going to Medieval Times dress up all the time, so I shouldn't be too out of the ordinary wearing this. And also I can tilt this part up to eat without revealing my identity. So the other problem is that people might recognize my voice. But I've got two solutions to that, one of which being the other half of the brothers Murphy, Nate. He's coming along and he'll be able to smooth out any awkward bumps in conversation. However, I still want to be able to communicate, so I'm going to make some signs to do so. I think that will be a fun gimmick. Alright, we're a couple minutes away from Medieval Times now. I've got the signs and stuff all prepped. Hopefully this goes well. We're gonna film a little bit once we get there. Nate is also here. He's dressed in the suit, and his pirate hat is right back there.
Alright, so we start by taking this entrance photo, which I knew from the beginning would get a bunch of people to recognize me, but it also felt like cheating not to take it. But then we interacted with a couple of people using the signs, and then we bought the sword. So my coworker we were there talking to who sold us the sword fully mentioned my name without realizing he was talking to me. He said, "Oh, I have a coworker, Scott, who likes to hold this sword." Now none of these interactions are on camera because the amateur cameraman I hired didn't film any of it. But we still accomplished the main goal and got the sword. Then we sat down and watched the tournament. Now going into this, I thought we would be pretty safe during the show itself, but I was wrong. So I had posed this hypothetical of, oh, if I came to the tournament undercover, would you recognize me, to my friend we'll call JK, who also works in retail. And he told me that he absolutely would. And yeah, despite all the precautions I took, he still recognized us. He actually recognized Nate because he looks like me. Then a few more people recognized me based on the entrance photo. By the end, I think about half or so of the people realized I was there, so about a 50% success rate. I bought the sword under the name Tim Ascot, which is an anagram of I am Scott. Then we bought our photo and left. And here's me holding the sword now. But that is it for today. Thanks for watching, and Nate, I'll see you tomorrow.